What is up, guys, and happy new year. It is your boy Mighty Well, and we are back with some more Outer Worlds 2. We're gonna finish this game in 2026 before we head on to the next one. Super excited for this year. If you haven't already, go check out the channel. We got new logos, new header, new look, and also updated the Twitch with a little style. So go ahead and check that out, guys, because we're almost to 500 subs. We are so close. But without further ado, let's get back into this Outer Worlds. I think it's time to meet Auntie Cleo. That was the last mission we were on. This one right here. So we finally spoke to both sides, so we're able to come to a negotiation with them.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice?
So it says they're downstairs.
Too much spacer. Try Auntie's choice pills.
I think they're down here. Yep, this is it.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's.
Now it's saying up there. I'm so confused.
Look who it is, the instigator of this little affair. Her mathematicalness should be along soon, unless the leader of the Order's too busy crunching numbers to attend to business. There we are. Apologies for the delay. We were resolving some technical issues. Cloister's atmosphere has a tendency to... Oh, yes. Regale us with a thorough account of Cloister's atmosphere. Oh, spare no detail. This must be Auntie Cleo's trademark wit. I expected better. If I was discourteous, I apologize. So long as our mediator proves up to the task, surely we can remain civil. If not, these negotiations may prove short indeed. No, it would not. From where I'm positioned, I sense 3 sore points still in need of massage. Point 1, control of the archive. Point 2, oversight of production and distribution of skip cores. And point 3, management of Rift technology. Before we go any further, I want it in writing that the Order will take full control of the archive without interference from Auntie's choice. What? So the Order can set it fruitlessly idling for another few centuries? We would put it to far more practical use. Imagine the marketing strategies it could develop. I would sever my own hand before giving custody of the archive over to a corporation. Humanity's ascension depends on its calculations. No, such a condition is out of the question. I am amenable to that proposition. Less work on our part. I'm waiting to hear an argument that would support such a ludicrous proposal. I certainly agree. Why, it's as if you've read my autobiography/corporate training manual. Your business is my business. The Order is not a business. We are not beholden to such strictures. Nor do I believe humanity would be improved by yoking progress to profit margins. And so, because Auntie's choice is suffering a cut by not receiving full control over the archive, you deem it fair for the Order to bleed as well. Very well. I will not absolve you of this choice by commending it. But for the sake of these negotiations, we can move on. Do not expect further concessions, however. Ruth, I commend you for being so receptive, and I assure you that Auntie's Choice values science. Nothing bad has ever happened when science and commerce are combined. On the subject of science, it would be most prudent for us to discuss who will be overseeing the management of skip drives, specifically the production of skip cores. No one understands production like we do. Besides which, we have far more experience using skip drives. It was how we came to Arcadia, after all. Where Auntie's Choice manages, the Order would undoubtedly excel. Do not exclude us from consideration merely for lack of experience. So you ramp up production? And then what? Hand skip drives out for free to whoever wants one? Preposterous, and a waste of a perfectly good monopoly. We would be diligent about who we licensed out the skip drives to. And a monopoly over space travel is precisely what I wish to avoid. This technology should benefit all humanity.
It's funny they both kind of look like each other.
Exactly right. Auntie's Choice is already benefiting from the Order's largesse regarding the archive. I see no reason to compromise a second time here.
Man, this is hard.
You've succumbed to Ruth's little conniption, have you? By the architect's balls, have some gumption! Pay her no mind. This is a wise correction. The Order will be a far more diligent custodian of this technology. I disagree completely. Just look at how well the Order protected its own assets. Remember Golden Ridge, the archive? Besides, the Order will inevitably leave money on the table. You may have a point. It might be cheaper in the long run to build a sense of, belongingness and connection, rather than dealing with all those disenfranchised hangers-on. Very well, the Order may have their way in this particular instance. There is still the question of who takes possession of the Protectorate's rift technology once the war is finished. Although the science is still largely theoretical, this technology could be used to not only close rifts, but create new ones. A dangerous power indeed, left in the wrong hands. The Order would fritter away valuable time endlessly hand-wringing what to do with the technology. Auntie's Choice would actually use it. For good, of course. In a gainful manner.
I low-key do not trust Auntie Cleo. I want to side with the Order more. Maybe they can share.
A 50-50 split? But that's so equal. I generally consider anything less than a majority as practically a loss. But fine. If Ruth's open to it, I believe I can agree on the general terms here. And, well, we can haggle over minor quibbling details like percentages later. I shall look forward to brokering the math with you, Cleo. There is one final matter I wish to discuss. I require some chemicals that I have been told are manufactured at a plant on Praetor, controlled by Auntie's Choice. I know which plant you're referring to, Ruth, and what comes out of it is hardly safe for general use. Out of professional curiosity, what could you possibly need with such dangerous compounds? Running a little experiment, are we? On what? Or whom? That is, quite frankly, none of your concern.
Precisely. Partners don't withhold secrets, although they can and probably should withhold extremely dangerous chemicals if not properly notified of what they will be used for.
I will make no progress with my request without further explanation, will I? While the archive is an infinitely complex machine, an equally complex apparatus has been designed which allows one to interact with it directly. Brain-to-logic assembly, as it were. Unfortunately, this headgear exacts a rather tremendous cost on the wearer. A certain panacea is needed to survive it, but I require these chemicals to finish it.
Certainly. I'll even extend our corporate partner's micro discount to Ruth as a show of good faith. Best I'll say is today's outcome is workable. Barely. Our gains were not as exclusive as I had hoped they'd be.
Arriving at any arrangement even remotely equitable was statistically improbable. Be glad our mediator managed to find a middle path forward. As am I. You certainly have a way of curving probability into your favor.
Well, that'll be all for today. Don't forget to purchase the latest in Auntie's Choice products out on the value-added Esplanade, or enjoy a refreshing cocktail at the Best Choice. And do come see me personally when you have time. I have just the thing in mind for an accomplished freelancer such as yourself.
One moment. There are still the logistics of recapturing the archive to consider.
We'll of course provide our expert troops to support these efforts. Have your people call my people to sort details. Doodaloo!
Brusque as ever. Auntie's troopers will certainly help us manage the Protectorate forces easier, especially if supported by your help. But it would be irrational to expect you to endanger your own life without a more specific strategy in place. Fortunately, I have already given this some thought. First, we must reclaim Spyreton from the enemy. Spyreton once served as the Order's headquarters, due to its proximity to the archive. Its loss was an affront, and remains so. Unlocking and calling that lift can only be done from within the archive, however. So you will need to infiltrate the archive by alternate means, via a bridge connected to Newton. Fortunately, I am told you already dealt with the cultists there. Unfortunately, you will still need to find a way past a small rift currently blocking the bridge. Ordinarily, I do not fancy surprises, but you are proving an exception to that rule. With such a device in hand, bypassing the rift should be as rudimentary as pie. And perhaps at some later date, you will also permit our scientists to analyze this gadget at length in one of our labs, provided all goes according to plan. There is a computronical key that you will also need to locate within the archive called the Calcaduceus. The Calcaduceus grants special access to the archive. Once it is back in Order hands, we will have full control over its systems once more. Rift data. And how did you come by this acquisition, if I may ask? It troubles you what you had to do to get this data. It must have been a difficult choice. But difficulty is not a metric useful in judging a decision as right or wrong. Something hard is only hard. Time determines the rest. Until the Order has control over the archive again, this discussion is all but moot. You know what must be done. May you achieve progress in accordance with the plan.
I
never would have foreseen this day would come. You
Oh.
are exceedingly unpredictable, Commander.
All right, so
In a good way. Mostly.
secure the archive for your allies and capture. It also says we can meet her too for a side job. Capture Spiriton. Alright, so we can go ahead and finish this quest up.
Too much Spacer's ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pepsi.
Let's figure out how to get out of here.
What ails you?
So now it's saying we can go to Auntie Cleo's room.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for to each successive generation.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to
Oops, wrong side.
pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all,
Okay. So we got a few things to do on this map. All in this section. And it's the area we haven't even been to, so let's go from Reasons Bass. I'm wondering if this is the same area that we were at the last time. But I guess we're about to see. Let's coordinate with the allies first. Oh shoot. What the hell? Spiriton discovered. Make sure there's no bombs on the ground. Hello there.
You're the one responsible for us working with these short-sighted consumerists, hmm? Well, better additional than subtractional, I surmise. It's time, yes, that we commit our forces to your intended assault on Spyreton? The predicted hour/minute/second has arrived. Onward to Spyreton. Taking cover.
All right. Let's go, boys. Onward. There's a sniper up there.
Back and stand. Vitals critical. Don't become a...
I can taste the loot already.
I have a fix on their weakness. They're back! Can't attack what's not there.
All right, move up, men.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed.
All right, there's gonna be a lot of loot back here, but
Been fully cleaned out, Commander.
My academic rival and I got sitting comfortably in probabilistic analysis and ossification right now.
let's check all these bodies real quick. You know I gotta get my goop. Looty loot. I do want to kind of check these buildings. I don't know if anything's in here.
No chance they'll take this place from us again. Oh well, no way.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Don't forget, your unthinking compliance lets the paradigm run with flawless efficiency.
All right, let's go up a little bit.
I've been trying to calculate which is the worst disruptor. Unforeseen factors, random elements, or anomalous outliers. I suppose bad data is bad data, whatever the cause.
All right. That takes us down.
Apologies, but no target, no attack. Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the archive's entrance, remember?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have numerous calculations to think about.
The professionals are here now.
Just want you to know your efforts are seen and appreciated.
So that door is locked.
May all your theories prove true.
How on earth do I get up there? I don't know if there's another way up there from this side. I see a rift. Oh. Wow. So I forgot that I did have it unlocked from before, but it didn't show the actual map. All right, here we are. Observation 3, Great Stickley. All right, we're headed to the archive.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Wait. The Protectorate have the entrance to the archive well fortified. Attacking straight on seems ill-advised. Before we go further, should we discuss a plan?
It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Well, we took Spyreton for them. If we can find a stealthy way to the Spyreton lift controls on this side, we can call them to send down troops.
There to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Not a bad idea, though I'd also suggest garnering backup.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the
All right, it's a plan.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
I'm not gonna lie, I might not go in stealthy.
All in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Professor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally...
I don't know how we're supposed to go in stealth.
I, too, would never question the paradigm. Perhaps a brief visit to mental refreshment would put him on track.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at
peak efficiency at all times.
The console provides, the system abides.
They're like all sitting there watching. Screw it. Loud and proud it is. No backup.
advised.
Stealth doesn't work with me.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our success. They sneer at our contentment.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. The Consul provides the system above. Prudence dictates we route all. You're breathing too loud. Stop breathing.
I wonder what this is.
I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations was propaganda.
Straight to it, then. Closing.
Leave no man behind.
Invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant.
It's up there.
We're all in this together.
Looks like the work of scavengers. Find them, we find the missing part.
Power's coming from somewhere, or to somewhere. We should trace that wire back to the source.
They're benumbed, mitigating the... Combatants do try to limit further damage, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
There we go. Alright, let's keep going.
Always dreamt of coming here.
What the? Who's making that sound?
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
I didn't need to hear any of this. What a day to be sentient.
I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Calcaduceus, for all it would serve. No. Capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the archive. Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Oh. Oh, he just died. Oh. Oh dear. Search for cave system. Is this all part of the same mission?
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Passing replacement. Greetings, sentient.
What the hell is this?
Welcome to the archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
Is it broken? Did you just break the archive?
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? perusing contents, anatomizing diversiform particulars, concatenating manifold integrants, cursory assessment complete, an impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. I am afraid that no is a mathematical certitude, despite the Protectorate and Auntie's Choice best efforts to prove otherwise. Though must say I admire your drive. Some issues require the conspicuous application of force, such as a fractional reduction in output or descent. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work, and soon everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
All right.
Return when all required tasks have been completed.
So there's something inside I'm missing. It's kind of confusing. Hope it's not glitched.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted.
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the... Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings, I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought knowledge about how to fend for yourself? Must say, I've become quite the expert. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript. Likely I have. Was there a big console that looked like somebody just unceremoniously yanked the innards free? If so, yep, that was me. I might be convinced to part with them for a small favor. Some key legwork for a mighty hunter. Me, I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade. As much as I appreciate the compliment, such work is beneath someone of my skills. Accomplished hunters like me are well known to enlist aid from peons, underlings, and guides. If I wasn't so vigorously self-assured, I might find your lack of confidence disconcerting. But no matter, you'll see. 5 sprats is all I need. Their habitat stretches from inside the archive's entrance to all over the overlands. Actually, should be no problem to locate. Here's a fetching headpiece that ought to make it easier. Put it on, and they'll see you as one of their own. Like a fellow sprat of unusual size. Won't run away. Have at it now. I'll learn you all about self-sufficiency.
I could have just stole it from him. He wants sprats. So they can't die?
It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
I hear him.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job?
Oh.
Refreshment centers are there to help you.
Two.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Oh yeah, there's one stuck right there. You trying to run? Three.
Subject to the most exalted vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
I hear another one. Here's Spready. Wow, I missed.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
I just need two more. I hear multiple. Can't see them. Little crap snickering around. Alright, one more. Oh, hey. Where'd it go?
Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
This is kind of annoying. I hear him, but I can't see him.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Oh, there's this little piece of shit.
Prudence dictates
There we go. Holy crap. Here you go, Sprat boy.
Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the equal parts canny and fierce ursapod into a trap? Finally, give it here.
What the?
I was forced to eat sprat when stranded once myself, though I demonstrated considerable less zeal.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days. Nature has an unforgiving nature. Sometimes you eat. Sometimes, a lot of times actually, you starve. Mistakes are simply failures you haven't learned or failed up from yet. Anyhow, suppose we had a deal. Here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spyreton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Should work fine. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved for company.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
Both our forces and antis await your command to proceed. Executing primary operation, now!
All right, now they're down. I want the outfit. I think he gave us the head. Probably get this after.
We are each of us ennobled by our place within the system. Your task awaits.
Enough fruitless lollygagging. Come back here after you made some progress.
Made some progress. Okay. So there's something else left I have to do. I wonder if this has to go with it. I don't know if there's still some bad guys here or something.
Yeah.
This one's a little confusing. still saying secure the archives for your allies. Supposed to make repairs. It's kind of crazy. Somebody's still here that's not dead yet. And I think that's the reason why they're not coming all the way in. Okay.
You've got a job to do. Get to work.
Can I find him?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. The Consul provides, the system abides. dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Mental refreshment centers are meant to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
This is crazy.
Welcome back, Sentient.
We must all fulfill our duty to the protect. We're all in.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
So guys, I am really dumb. I didn't even see this side over here to enable the power. So I'm hoping that that probably fixes it. What I've been searching around this whole entire time for no reason. All right, let's see.
Odds of success decrease exponentially the longer you stand here.
Wow, so it wasn't that either?
It is imperative for all of us to do our assigned part. Once you do yours, then return.
Noted and logged.
Have a profitable day.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
No time to conversate.
Alright guys, we're gonna cut the video here. For now, I'm a little confused on what's going on. I feel like it's probably glitched. So I'm gonna figure that out, and then I'm gonna come right back to finishing it in the next episode. But it's your boy Mighty Well signing out.